Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Franklin and Douglas, where we talk about current events and give you bad advice. I'm Franklin, and with me, as always, is my buddy Douglas. Double D, how's it going?
Buddy, it's going great.
Wow. I'm
Just
loving the hair. It's so coiffed.
I'm trying something
Wow.
different. I gotta train my hair to do it. When you've combed your hair in a certain, well, at least my hair type, when you comb it in a certain way for so long, it only wants to do that. So
Mm,
it's fighting me every day to do something different. So
wow, that's a little hair topic for you.
I
Thank you for
know,
that.
yeah. Join us more for more hair tips.
Exactly. Well, it's beautiful. It's really nice and fluffy there.
Thanks. Oh my goodness. Well, how is your week going, buddy?
It's going great. I mean, right now, California is just the place to be,
It is.
okay? It is the place to be, and no other place anywhere else is what is doing what California is doing. And I'm loving I'm loving my state right now. I'm loving my governor. So yeah, it's been a fun week. It's been hot. It's been I can
Oh,
tell you that right now. We have dipped into the hundreds,
ugh.
California. Yeah, at least in my neck of the woods, and it has just been nasty. And thankfully I work in a place where I can go into a refrigerated area and just sit. So it's been a good week though. Other than that, how's your week been?
Well, before I go my week, I just want to say Gavin Newsom's social media team out there in California has just been on fire.
And it's of course it is being ran by women, of
Of
course.
course.
Yes,
I think
Latino women,
Latino, yeah.
Latino.
Yeah.
Yes, uh-huh. Yep. Yeah, so it's amazing. Yes.
Well,
That's my future president,
yeah,
2028.
it's gonna be our future president.
I'm calling it right now.
He's definitely beefing up his run, it seems like. I mean, from my
Mhm.
perspective, but we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. Fingers
Uh,
crossed.
right. So my week, we were just talking before we went live. I dipped my toe back into streaming again and had a good session yesterday on YouTube. I mean, I'm not going to try to promote it on here or anything, but I just wanted to say, like, you and I were just talking about me trying to multitask, and it's not one of
Mhm.
my strong points. So it's like
No.
looking over reading, looking over, and like I'm freaking out because it's like, all right, I'll do what you tell me to do. Okay, wait, what? So but people are super sweet, super nice. Maybe I'll have to promote the podcast on there sometime.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm
But
very proud of you. I'm glad that you
oh,
have been doing that. That's good for you. Yeah, you'll have to work on your coordinating skills and everything, but very good. Very proud of you.
wow, a compliment. I just wow.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Maybe I'll rip up those divorce papers after all. I think we're back, baby.
You're so ridiculous.
Well, speaking of being back, what do you have for us this week?
Well, today I thought we would combine two of my favorite things, serial killers and Garth Brooks.
Really? Garth Brooks, huh?
Now you know I am a big Garth Brooks fan. If you don't know, I am. I love Garth Brooks. Now I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, how do these two things, how are they in common, right?
Right.
Well, what if I told you there's a conspiracy theory claiming that Garth Brooks is a serial killer?
I mean, I mean, he is a country music singer, so it's not too far fetched in my brain,
Oh, you know what?
but that
Here we
is
go.
that is kind of insane, actually.
Well, that's right. The man who gave us Friends in Low Places is the
Mm,
center of a conspiracy theory claiming he is a serial killer. Now, before before anyone goes off the deep end, and it's not true. There's zero evidence, no
eh,
law enforcement involvement. Here you go.
I want
And
to I
Garth
want to hear
Brooks
what you got to say because you may sway me.
and Garth Brooks has never been connected to any crimes. The theory is 100% an internet joke gone way too far. But that's why we're here talking about it because things like this gain a life. I stumbled upon it one night, going down a rabbit hole in one of the internet stuff and I'm like,
Mhm,
"What? Are you kidding me?" So
right.
so it started on this podcast called Your Mom's House. And, it just started off as a joke. And like you're saying, country music stars or Garth Brooks in particular, looks like a psychopath, you know?
Right.
And so it started there. He joked that he looked like a psychopath, maybe hiding bodies somewhere. So this hashtag started, where are the bodies, G? And so it just took off from there. And all jokes, all jokes are good jokes and everything. And on the internet, everything started to snowball into a full blown conspiracy. And I mean, one night I spent, I swear, probably like 6, 7 hours just going down a rabbit hole
Oh my
of
goodness.
listening to these people. And I'm like, wait a minute, could he be? Because apparently, we can't, laugh or move or do anything. We have to turn everything into a crime saga, right?
Right.
Now, what kind of evidence do people bring up? Well, let me tell you. First, there is tour mapping. Now, what is tour mapping? Well, somebody actually created a map of all of Garth Brooks' tours, and they lined up his concert venue and missing people within these in these disappearances, right?
Okay.
And again, pure coincidence. If you tour long enough, something odd is going to happen. I mean,
Mm.
I've gone places and weird stuff happens, and I'm like, "Ooh, I was just there," But something bad is bound to happen, and it just is a coincidence that it happened while he was there. There's also, things, people saying, he would stay out till about 3 o'clock in the morning, signing autographs for all of his fans and being, just out. And his people are like, hey, we got to get back. We still have another tour. We still have another, an event to do. And you're still out here. And then something would happen. Okay. And so now the second thing is, do you remember back in the 90s when Garth Brooks' alter ego Chris Gaines
Yes.
created an album?
Yes.
Secondly, I have that album.
Of course
It's
you do.
amazing.
Of course you
It's
do.
amazing. I had to dust it off and and start listening to it again. And I'm sorry, that album was good, and I loved it. And so,
I mean, I'll take your definition of good with a grain of salt.
oh wow. Well, at any rate, so he reinvented himself, and that was supposed to be for a movie, but the movie never,
Mm.
had never happened. So he is supposed to have reinvented himself as this moody rock star, and this weird haircut, and he looked like a villain and everything. And so fans started saying, "Well, that's proof. It's Chris Gaines who is doing these serial killers.
Right.
That's his alter ego. That's the proof people were saying. It's a double life." And then so I'm sitting there, I swear, with a glass of vodka, going down this rabbit hole, going, "Oh my God, it could possibly be true."
Yeah.
Then I had to bring myself back to reality. I was like, Garth Brooks is not a serial killer. Is he? you know? Okay. And so then another thing is people say he gave off weird vibes, in his media posts or interviews, feeling off. He would
Mhm.
basically, say weird stuff like, "I don't know," and smile like, very weird sign of like possibly. Or he would go, you say something's kind of off and go, "Oh, that was just Chris saying that." And
Was
people
he
were
like,
trying to
do the
go,
lambs still cry, Clarice?
"It puts the lotion on its skin."
It's okay. It's just Chris Gaines talking.
And that's exactly how he would say it, right? And so now podcasts like yours, like ours rather,
Mm.
and YouTubers and Reddit threads, everybody is piling on with this, and some even do dramatic breakdowns of his tour maps and astrology charts of his killer energy. Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
there's people that said that he has killer energy. What is that?
I mean,
Meanwhile,
yeah.
meanwhile, back at the ranch, Garth is just out here singing about rodeos and the thunder rolling, and probably wondering why the top comment on his Instagram is always, "Where are the bodies, G?"
Oh,
Yeah.
couldn't happen to
So
a better
let's.
person.
You know what? I don't know. Man, Garth Brooks is amazing. I've gone to a couple of his concerts, and I've gone to one alone because I don't have any true friends who like
What?
Garth Brooks.
You
and
don't got
I
friends
love
in
it.
low places?
I do, but they still don't go after Garth Brooks.
Aw.
So let's just be clear about one thing. Garth Brooks is not a serial killer. I'm putting it out there. I don't want his lawyers coming for us. He is not a serial killer. He is a country superstar who became the butt of some internet wild ongoing jokes, and it just kept going and going. And I when I talked to you about it, you were like, "Oh yeah, I could see it."
And it's funny because so I actually, before you told me what our topic was going to be, I saw like a clip of it on like TikTok or something, and I didn't get into it. I'm like, oh, I need to look into this later. And like the very next day, you're like, I want to talk about this. I'm like, oh, perfect. I'm just going to go in dumb. But the one thing I thought about was, that Chris Gaines was involved.
And exactly, that's how they're bringing it in, saying that it's Chris Gaines who's doing it, and
It's research
but
for a part, is what it was.
yeah, research. But yeah, it just shows how one little comment or a joke or anybody just trying to put something through, how it continued to steamroll. And
Mhm.
here we are thinking that Garth Brooks is a serial killer. And it's all over TikTok,
Right.
you know? But again, he in my opinion is not a serial killer. Please don't come for us.
Yeah.
It's just conversation. I love
Disclaimer.
you. Yeah, I love you. I have the Chris Gaines album, and then again, I'm singing it all over again. I loved it. Garth, I love you.
I mean, if you want to come on the show and talk about it, Mr. Brooks, then we will be more than happy to have you on.
Oh my God. So there's a movie with Kevin Costner called Mr. Brooks. And guess what?
What?
He's a serial killer.
Oh, see. I mean, allegedly, see.
Yeah, yeah. When you said that, I was like, wait a minute, how coincidental? But yeah, there is. And it's a good movie too.
Let me put that pin on my board with all the photos on
Okay.
it.
Boop, boop. And to kind of close out my serial killer love, have you been watching Dexter?
No,
Resurrection?
I would love to actually. I loved the first Dexter. I need to see it.
This one is amazing. I'm just saying, tonight's the night. It's gonna happen.
I just have a thing for Michael C. Hall. He is just a yummy piece
I
of
love
meat.
him. He is
Yeah.
yummy. I love him, and he's yummy in this. Totally off topic, but a
Yeah.
serial killer topic. But I just had to throw that in there. Dexter Resurrection is amazing. It is great, and yeah, I love him. I love a serial killer.
I mean, back to Garth Brooks real quick. Like
Yeah.
it's just
Mhm.
funny to me, like the internet, like what it was meant to be used for, what we should be using it for, and just the power of it. Now we've got everyone talking about Garth Brooks being a serial killer instead, but the amount of research and that people can do and put out there is just amazing to me.
I'm telling you, it is. I mean, people have made this map. I don't know if you have gone online and seen it, but
No.
people have shown this map. And I mean, if it were to be true, Garth Brooks is the most prolific serial killer in the absolute world because it is crazy how people have put this together. But yeah, he's not a serial killer, people.
I need to start
At least
making a
I
map of where you
hope
go,
not.
actually.
Wow.
I mean, there was that trip to Vegas, and then that guy went missing. But people
I
go
don't know
missing
what
all the
you're
time
talking about.
people go missing all the time in Vegas. So
All the time. And they just reappear, stumble back from the desert.
next thing you know, they're drunk and pass out at the bus stop. And you're like, oh,
Oh,
buddy,
no.
there you went.
Or in front of the Bellagio and the waterfall.
Yes.
Not that it ever happened, people. Not that it ever happened.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay. But yeah, no, I mean, my advice to people is, continue to do your little fun stuff, but
Right.
if you're accused of being a serial killer online, don't fight it. Just lean in,
Yes.
release a dark, brooding, what do you call it, album
Yeah.
and fake name and work with it. I think Garth did a great job. So if he is, a serial killer, I think Chris Gaines is the one that did it.
he needs to do like I don't know if he's touring now or not. I mean, again, I don't know anything about Garth Brooks, but this would be a great time, like you said, to lean into it and then do another tour of
Mm-hmm.
your greatest hits and maybe call it the Killer Tour or something like that.
Ooh, yes, huh? The second what is it? The second coming around or something like
Yeah.
that. Something real strange,
Right.
yeah, for people.
Just lean into it.
Okay.
Get that bag.
I'm serious. But no, he hasn't toured. Last time I saw Garth, I think it was like maybe 10 years ago I saw him.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure he is still, but I do like Garth Brooks, and I
I
think he's
learned
an
something
amazing.
new.
you know, I love Garth Brooks.
I try to erase it from my memory every time.
Oh my God, at any rate. So, what advice would you have for Garth or Chris Gaines?
Yeah. Well, as always, we want to remind our audience that we are not trained professionals and our advice should not be taken seriously. But what
Mhm.
qualifications do we have, Franklin?
Well, we survived the Castros 2 for 1 night, and when we did go on that Garth Brooks tour, we didn't get we didn't get kidnapped by the man in the van, and we can lead you through life's challenges. Hit me with it.
I think that man in the van kind of looked like Chris Gaines.
I think he did too. That's why we got in, because I was like, "Oh, he's cute."
Well, today we're going to be pulling our questions from Reddit's Am I the Asshole category.
You are.
Thanks. I'll make sure to tell my secret identity. Uh,
Mm. Mm.
uh,
I think it's this person right here with the coiffed
with
hair.
the poofy hair. Yep.
Yeah.
But if you have any burning questions that you need answered, feel free to send them on into us. Shoot them in our DMs. Leave a
Oh,
comment.
don't shoot anything burning in the DMs.
Yeah,
Good
please
Lord.
put some protection on it. But yeah, we
Green.
may we may answer your question on the show.
Okay, let's go.
All right, first one is: Am I the asshole for taking my sister and their husbands to see Garth Brooks when my friends didn't pay? They go on to say, I make it topical. So they go on to say, I was lucky enough to snag 6 tickets to see Garth Brooks in Vegas. Maybe it was this you that
Amazing.
wrote in? So
I don't know. Let's see.
my friends and I had made plans to go as 3 couples, but I can't really afford to pay for 6 tickets. The concert is kind of expensive. I told
Hmm.
my friends that I needed the money for the tickets before my credit card was due. They both promised they would get it to me. I reminded them a few times and they both, quote unquote, forgot. So I called my sister and asked her if she knew anyone who might like to go. She said that her and my stepsister had been thinking about going. We decided to make it a family trip. They paid me immediately and I transferred the tickets to each for each of them. So last week, one of my friends saw that I posted on Facebook about going with my sisters. She asked why I was going twice. I told her I wasn't. I needed to pay my credit card bill, so I sold 4 of the tickets. they they went ballistic. I do not have any credit card debt as I pay my bill in full every month. They both
Hmm.
assumed I'd be okay just paying the minimum monthly payment like they do. They expected
Oh,
me to save them the tickets even though they didn't pay me. I right. I told them both to check their texts and see where I had agreed to that. Ooh, girl.
and that's why people go missing on a Garth Brooks tour.
True, true. I sent them screenshots of where they both agreed to pay me before my bill was due. They are
Mm.
pissed because all the tickets left are either resale or very expensive floor seats. I'm mad at them for trying to screw my credit. They are mad at me because they had booked time off to go to the concert. Am I the asshole?
No, you're not. I mean, first of all, pay me or pay me no attention.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, that yeah, why do they think that, he was just going to pay for it?
Right.
That's rude. I mean, yeah, friends say, "Okay, look, hey, I'll get the tickets and everybody Venmo me back." And 9 times out of 10, I mean, everybody does send it back.
Mm-hmm.
We went on a couple of trips together, and we all just either at the end of the trip or in the middle have sent the money back to each other.
Right.
And if you haven't, you kind of talk about it and be like, "Hey, I get you. I haven't forgotten," or anything like that.
Right.
But I think that's disrespectful. It's rude. That's not his friends, clearly, because why would you think that would be okay for me to be stuck with a couple of $100 worth of tickets on my credit card?
Right.
That's rude, you know? So yeah, no, he's not the asshole. I'm glad he had a good time because I'm pretty sure it was an amazing concert. It's amazing, one of the most beautiful concerts ever.
No one puts on a concert like him.
Exactly. So yeah, no, he's not the asshole. And there, I said it.
I mean, like you said, we've gone on trips and we've like planned out. And again, if someone needs something paid right away, we pay them right away. Whatever. That's like the
Yeah.
terms of the deal. Because like this person's now paying like interest on the charges,
Right.
whatever. If they don't pay it right
And it's
away.
more. Yep.
Hmm. Meanwhile, you got Betty and Susie over there, just like, should you just wait?
Uh-huh. Yeah, he can just wait. Okay, while
Mm-mm.
they're enjoying their cocktails when you could have paid me back. No, we're
Right.
not we're not doing that. That's rude. So no.
I mean, this is when I would send, allegedly a serial killer, Garth Brooks, send him a little
Hmm.
email or note like, hey, these four people are very vulnerable and they'll be here at this time, just so you know.
I'm vulnerable.
Right.
Exactly.
They love Chris
Yeah.
Gaines.
Oh my God. Heaven knows I'm head over heel. It shows. You don't remember that song?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So,
Let me write this down. Garth, go see him in Ohio. Okay.
so next one we got here is, am I the asshole for banning my wife's Disney divorce friends plugins from our house? That's kind of a mouthful of words there for the title.
Oh, yeah, I'm confused already. All right, go
Right.
ahead.
I was when I first read it. So they go on to say, my wife's friend Melissa, who's a 49-year-old female, is staying with us for a few weeks while she sorts her life out. Girl, same. I need to sort my life out.
Go stay on somebody else's couch.
Yeah. So we have a large home and are very happy to have house guests. She's leaving her husband after 25 years of marriage because she wants
Oh,
to move to LA and work at Disneyland. I mean,
as a
this,
character?
I don't know. And it doesn't say, as a
Poor
janitor.
thing.
So, I mean, goals, right? Goals. So this sounds like,
49. Okay.
hey, no judgment, no judgment.
True, true. Okay.
So,
Life starts again at 50.
right, exactly. You know what? I like that. I'm going to remember that when I finally turn 50 in another 20 years. So,
It's 20 minutes.
so they're going to say, this sounds like the plot of a bad sitcom, but I'm afraid it's real. Both she and her husband are equally culpable for the failure of their marriage and really bring out the worst in one another. Their relationship has been in a state for as long as I've known them. The problem is, Melissa showed up with an arsenal of room scents and sprays and plugins. The smell has completely taken over the hallway, the family bathroom, my office, and even down 2 flights of stairs into the foyer, drawing room, and living room. I mean,
Well,
this
they've
sounds
got
like,
themselves a little
I
mansion, huh?
know, like,
The foyer.
they're definitely not living in California, are they?
No.
He goes and say
Down,
it's
down 2 flights of stairs?
right.
Wow.
what
Okay.
what is that? What's the one with with Scarlett, where she's like wearing the curtains as a dress? Gone with the Wind. That's what I'm
Gone with-
picturing.
I'm glad we finally got to that. Okay, go ahead.
It was really important I got that out.
Okay.
He goes on to say it's strong, it's nasty, and it's made of and smells like all the chemicals that we avoid. Sidebar, we've been cleansing ourselves of chemical nasties and have curated our home to smell clean and subtle. It's part of what makes it feel like a home. Now it just smells like teen spirit.
Oh, wow.
Mel-
Okay.
Melissa is, and I love that her name's Melissa. Melissa is genuinely lovely and in a vulnerable spot, and I don't want to make her feel unwelcome, but it's our house, and this is something we've been intentional about. However, outside of our personal feelings about plugins, it feels really out there to rock up in someone else's home and decide to bring your own plugin scents to totally change the smell of the house. So
Yeah.
I mentioned how strong the smell was, assuming it was a room spray and how it was overtaking every room. She said, yeah, the plug-ins are pretty strong. I was so shocked, I asked her to remove them. I opened up with a sensitive ask, hey, those room sprays are pretty strong. Would you mind keeping the door closed if you're using them? And spiraled a bit when I heard she said plug-ins, plural. My wife told me I was being an asshole for making her uncomfortable when she's going through a lot, and that I could bitch to her about it was over the line to ask her to stop. I was incredulous that she thought it was okay to change the scent of our house. Am I the asshole here? Like my wife says, I feel pretty justified in my complaint.
I mean, yeah, that's especially if he's taken the time to, make a clean scent or non-scent of that. And you're again, yeah, you are a guest in my home. That's like me coming over and just all of a sudden throwing all these, lavender candles and plugins
Right.
all through in the spare room there and
Right.
just smelling up the place. And that's just rude. Yeah, you're not living there. You don't pay rent. You're a guest. Take yourself to Disneyland like you said you were gonna do.
It's a
What
small world after all.
it's a stinky world. So, yeah, no, he's not the asshole, and tell his wife to go to Disneyland with her. She doesn't like it. I'm your husband. This is our house, our mansion,
Mm.
and I can smell it in the foyer and 2 flights down. I don't like it. In my work office, in my home office, whatever.
In the ballroom, it's
In the
everywhere.
ballroom, it's everywhere, and I don't like it.
I mean, my thing is what if this person came in there and she's like, oh, they're so nice, but she walks in and it smells like BO because they're being all natural, you know?
Oh, that's right. They could be using some of your rock deodorant.
Right. You know, they don't wash their ass, they don't put on any deodorant, and they're like, no,
Mm,
we're all natural here. And she was like hit in the face with, corn
funk.
chips and pennies, you know?
You know what? That could be true.
And
That I
so
never thought about that. That could be true. It could be a natural scent. Sweaty gym ass.
right. So to them, they're like, "Ooh, yeah, we smell natural. It's great." And to her, she's like, "Ooh, this stinky." And she put in all the plugins. Like every single socket in her room has a plugin in it, just to battle
Damn.
the stench.
Wow. Yeah. That's a different avenue to think about.
She's probably like counting down the days to go to Disney at this point because she's like, "I'd rather smell these dirty ass kids crying in a park than this couple here with their bo."
Exactly. There you go.
Mm.
Both of them are wrong. Put some deodorant on and you go to Disneyland.
Uh, everybody sucks here.
Mm,
Well,
totally.
on that note, that's all I had for this week.
That's enough. Thank you guys very much. See you at the next Garth Brooks concert. Maybe.
Maybe. Listen, if you go to a Garth Brooks concert, I need you to send me a text, let me know you're going, put your location on.
I have, and you are like, why are you going to there? And turn your phone off.
Yeah. I don't need to know about this. Click.
Click.
Uh, well, thank you
Okay.
again, everyone. Just like Franklin said, thank you for all the likes, the comments. I love the messages. They are great.
Great.
Yes. I mean, as always, Franklin loves it when she goes to a movie theater and people are like stopping her while she's in the middle of putting the butter all over her popcorn, like boop, 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 boop. And I'm like, don't I know you? Brittany? Or not, not Brittany. What was her name?
Franklin.
Brandy. Brandy.
Oh, Brandy. Brandy Norwood.
Brandy Norwood. She absolutely loves it. So just, keep it up. But as always, thank you again. And anything to take us out on, Franklin?
No, I think you've said it all. Thank you so very much.
On that note, country roads. Bye.
Bye.